foundation is darker than my skin again. I really don't care. Hey guys, how's it going? What's up, what's new? Today's tutorial. Well, how do I explain this one? I'm a little speechless with this look. I am. Damn. It's a smoky eye. It's a dramatic smoky eye, that is for sure. It's green. You got blue eyes, it does make your eyes pop like crazy. Kind of makes them look gray a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. If you have brown eyes, oh my god, you are gonna look so sultry and it's gonna look beautiful. Anyways, I'm out. I have to go pick up my puppy. He's been staying at my mom's house for the last week because she loves him. So I'm gonna go pick him up right now. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, bye. Alrighty then, I have already prepped my eyes with concealer and set that with some powder. We are going in with Toast from Bobbie Brown. This is a light brown. Any light brown eyeshadow will work. You can even use your bronzer if you like. We are taking this in windshield wiper motions and then we are buffing that out towards the brow. Next, we're going in with this Morphe palettes, the 35U, and we're taking this medium brown. This eyeshadow is kind of similar to Saddle by M.A.C. With a goat hair crease brush, we are taking this in windshield wiper motions and then circular motions to buff it up towards the transition. You don't want to go above that transition because, well, then it's just going to look too solid, if that makes sense. So then now we're going to go back in with that blending brush that we first used and just blend out any harsh lines. This also helps with blending the colors together as well. Next eyeshadow, we are going to be going in with this like forest green. It's almost like a greeny gray color. And we're grabbing another crease brush. You can also just use like a flat brush if you don't feel comfortable with this brush. That's a lot of brushes. And just focusing that mainly in the outer V and bringing it into the crease as well. You can start going towards the inner corner because later on we are going to be hitting that a little later on. But just focus this on the outer V and tap the product into that V and then slowly work it into the crease using swiping motions and circular motions. Tapping it out with blending also really works, as you can see what I'm doing here. Now for that inner corner eye, we are taking a pencil brush because it is a lot smaller and easier to maneuver an eyeshadow in that inner corner than it is with a blending brush. As you can see here, I am not going in the middle of my eyelid. I am just going on the inner corner and then bringing that eyeshadow up to my crease. I find using a pencil brush is so much easier, especially in those little corners and placement on the crease, so that when we go back in with a blending brush, it'll blend out nicely. See, like we are using here. I am using a flat brush. This is just a good old fluffy flat brush, any flat brush you have, or you can even use a crease brush. And I am just blending out those harsh lines. I like using the flat brush because it kind of also blends out the inner corner with that flat side. Now we're going back in with the same crease brush we used for that medium brown and just buff out all the edges, guys. Make it look flawless. Again with that windshield wiper motions. For the center of the eye, I am mixing these two greens. One is kind of like a tealy green color. The other one is like a lime green. And mixing these two gave me the perfect green. I'm just applying some concealer there. The reason why we are doing this is because it makes it pop even more if you had just put it on your eyelid. If you don't feel comfortable using concealer, you can also just spray your brush with some Fix Plus. It also helps with making the eyeshadow pop more, especially these sparkly ones. We are focusing that just in the center. Do not go too far in and do not go too far out. Just keep it in the center, you know, to give that pop. I'm sure you guys can see what I'm trying to say. After you have got your desired center lid brightness that you want, we are going back in with that crease brush that we used for the dark green with no added product and just buffing out those harsh lines to kind of combine the two. You don't want to be going all over top. You want to make sure that you keep that center free from that brush. If you cover it, then it's just going to mess up everything you do and you're going to have to do the whole concealer again and the shadows. It's going to be a lot of product on your eyelid that we do not want. So just focus on those outer corners blended into the center. Going back again and blending out any harsh lines. I constantly do this, guys. There's a lot of blending in this look. I'm not kidding when I say I blend for like 5 minutes after every step, like a lot. And then going back again with our first brush and blending out those harsh lines. This kind of also helps combine everything a little bit because it is a fluffier brush. It does grab onto all the eyeshadows and blends them together. For my false lashes, I just used Shimmer from Amazon. I did not prime my face either. As I'm editing here, I noticed I did not use a primer and honestly, I don't think I'm gonna use a primer anymore. I liked my skin a whole lot more than I do with a primer. I'm using the Infallible Forever Wear from L'Oreal, and I used 455, and then I used 420 for my concealer, and it was bright. I was a little bit shocked. It blended out nicely all together. I used this pointed Kabuki brush from Sigma, and then I blended everything together with my, you know, beauty blender. Setting my face with Laurier Mercier setting powder with a damp beauty blender. This is my absolute favorite way, and it does the job I find better than a brush. And I just sit here, do a little dance or whatever for 3 minutes as I let that bake. I really do like baking a lot lately. Like, it is really nice, and it actually makes my pores a lot smaller, guys. I was shocked. And then just brush away and blend that into the rest of my face. Brows, well, I was actually going to record it here, but then my camera overheated. Camera's bad. No, like my bad. Camera's bad? No? Okay. Next, we're going in with the waterline and using a black gel eyeliner. You can also use a dark brown if you want. And I'm using here an angled flat definer brush and taking that dark green and just focusing on the outer lower lash line and the inner lower lash line, because we are going to be doing something for the middle. Grabbing a pencil brush, I am using that medium brown color and just buffing out the lower lash line. You're probably thinking, but we left the middle of the lower lash line bare. Honestly, it doesn't really make a difference. The color that we're going to be using for the middle of the lower lash line is Poppin' That It. Taking that 242 brush that we used to apply on the lid, I am spraying some Fix Plus, and we are just applying that to the center of the lower lash line. Nowhere else. There's no blending. We want that pop in the center. It helps bring the colors from the top of the lid to the lower lid together. Yeah, going in with this gold, it was a little bit more on the yellow gold than I wanted. I thought it was gonna be like a champagne gold, but honestly, it worked a whole lot better in the eyeshadow's favor. Yeah. Anyways, I applied that to my inner corner and lightly blended into the eyeshadows. Applying some mascara to combine those lashes, which I see right here. I did not put my lashes on properly. Whatever, I don't care. Applying to the lower lashes to open those eyes even more. And now, yes, I am blending again, guys. I'm blending again. I just wanted to make sure everything was flawless. What can I say? Don't hate the blender. Going in with bronzer. Any bronzer you have will work, and just bronzing the crap out of my face. I'm not really doing any contouring here. I wanted most of the focus on the eyes. I didn't want it so much on my face. I have hit pan on this. This is called Margin from M.A.C. It is a very rosy, purpley, champagne-y pink color. I love it. For highlights, I've been obsessed with it since I put it back in my collection. It is the Wet n Wild Precious Petals. Guys, for $4.99, like, this is an unbelievable highlighter. It is so much better than these high-end ones. Like, it's beautiful. But, you know, I went everywhere. Brow bone, cheeks, nose, lips, mouth, you know, just glow me up, baby. For the lips, I'm using Lime Crime Couquette. I should have known by here when I had a hard time taking it out of the tube that it was dry as balls. Like, wow, look how dry it was. I had a hard time putting it on. So I just went in with a Wet n Wild Champagne lip gloss to glossen that baby up and make it look wet. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Please don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.